So, Ms. Allen, you never in the court system pursued a DNA test, nothing?
No.
All right.
Your Honor, she just made me feel like she wanted me to be the father by name. So if someone asked her who Shy's father was, she could say me. You know, Your Honor, I'm not being funny or anything, but okay, I was a good catch. I'm not gonna lie, I was a good catch. So I can understand, you know, where she was coming from then. I would have made sure she was fine. I would have made sure the child was fine. All that would have been good. What I'm saying is there was no way to keep up with her. You know, when she had the baby, Your Honor, she brought the baby to my mom's house one time. And I told her right then and there, look, Niecy, we can get this straight now so we don't have any problems in the future. She disappeared.
And you say he didn't say that, Miss Allen?
Mr. Charles was doing other things, and
I'm not saying I wasn't.
and I wasn't even the only one he was messing with. He was messing with my cousins and all that stuff. So that's
Again,
why I just went on about my business.
What does that have to do with the child at hand, Your Honor?
Yeah, it doesn't, but at the same time,
That's what I'm saying. I've been going through, Your Honor. She's not concerned about her. She's concerned about her.
Mr. Child.
Yeah, I'm concerned about her
You
too.
brought my name through the mud for years, Niecy.
How did I bring your name through
You've
the
been
mud?
telling people, see my baby, we won't take a DNA test. How is that not running my name through the mud?
Okay.
People looking at me like I don't take care of a child. You crazy?
Okay.
It's funny to you. It ain't funny to me.
I'm not. Hey, do what you gotta do.
Of course you
All
would
I'm
say
saying
that.
is
Of
we
course
here
you would
for
say
her.
that.
Listen.
Your Honor, can I say
Mr. Childs, you have other children?
Yes, ma'am. Well taken care of. She knows I would have took great care of this girl. Great care.
So, Mr. Childs and Miss Johnson, do you have any additional doubt?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
You
Yes,
do?
ma'am.
Okay.
I have some evidence right here, Your Honor.
Let me see the evidence, Jerome. Will
Yes.
you describe what this evidence is, sir?
My first evidence is with my children. All my children have 6 fingers, Your Honor. Both of my kids are very tall and look just like me. All my kids look just like me. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, that doesn't mean she's not my child. It's just that I feel I have strong genes. So, you know.
So you're saying all of your children,
Yes,
all
ma'am.
of your other children, have been born with a 6th finger.
Yes, ma'am, just like myself.
And that's a physical characteristic you share with them.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And when we were pregnant with the 7-year-old, we had an ultrasound done. And at that point, as soon as he hit my stomach, she lifted her hand up, and there it was dingling. That
digit.
6th finger. Another digit is what they called it. So if we asked them about that, and they said it would be hereditary, who got it?
Mr. Childs, are there other members of your family with this 6th finger?
No, ma'am.
Ms. Johnson, on your side?
I don't have it, but I found out later on my dad had 6 fingers, but none of us, like my brother or sister, none
And
of us.
so the gene could have come from your side.
It could have, but it was just interesting. None of us.
So interesting.
Yep, they don't.
So,
have
Ms. Allen, are you still convinced that Mr. Childs is her biological father?
Yes,
You do believe that?
I really do.
After today's results, what are you hoping?
I mean, if he is, you know, the father, I want them to have a relationship. And, I mean, I'm out of it because she's 20. So, at the same time, if he's not, then we move on. That's fine with me.
I just have to say, you know, on your behalf, and I don't mean to speak for you, Ms. Baylor, but this is something she has not moved on.
Mm-hmm.
She deserves an answer. And I don't know, Shanisha, it's been a lot of talk about the past and what people do and what they did, but I want you to know you matter. You are all that matters in this moment. What are your hopes?
Basically, I'm just hoping that I can just close this chapter that I do have open in my life. You know, if it's not closing, I'm gonna keep trying to close the chapter. There's nothing that I can be mad about because my mom been taking care of me since, you know.
Exactly. And I hope, as the adults here in this situation, you all can understand that I think it is so amazing that you can stand in this courtroom today and say, you know, I'm not mad about it. But I do want you to understand that it is perfectly okay for you to be hurt about it. And that's okay to admit. This is a lot to have to process. And every girl, every boy, you need your dad. And even though you've had a wonderful experience being raised by your mother, it sounds like you had a nice stepfather as well. At 14 years old, to get that kind of news And then from that point on, for 6 more years beyond that, to have questions and confusion, you can be strong and still acknowledge that you're hurt. Family, are we ready for the results?
Yes, Doug.
Let's do it. Jerome? In the case of Baylor versus Childs, when it comes to 20-year-old Shinesha Baylor, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Childs, you are not the father.
That's okay.
I'm very sorry, Miss Baylor.
It's okay, Your Honor. You know, at the same time,
It's okay, honey. It's okay.
And I would like to apologize to the both of you
Okay,
for that. And we can move on.
that's fine.
I really wanted to give you the closure you need and deserve, Miss Baylor. And I'm sorry this was not the answer, but I just want you to understand this is just one step. This now takes this particular question out of the picture, and now we move forward, right? I hope you will continue to answer her questions, no matter how difficult, Miss Allen. And do whatever is necessary to help her identify and find her biological father, all right?